On Crash's chest is a tattoo of a snake.
That tattoo looks like Casino's bracelet. I guess I'd better copy this tattoo.
Crash's face shows signs of strangulation. His death was not a pleasant one. Moving the body is the job of the coroner's office. Crash is dead. He's not going to be very communicative. It's getting late. Gabriel decides to go home for the day.
Hello?
It's me. I can't sleep.
Oh, me neither.
Can I...
Yes, come.
Are you okay, Gabriel?
Sure. Great. Why?
I'm worried about you.
If I were any better, Grace, I'd be dead. Now what's up?
You got another package this morning, overnight from Germany.
I was expecting that. Where is it?
Well, it kind of came open, but I salvaged the contents. There was a letter from your great-uncle Wolfgang and a journal.
The package just came open, huh? How'd you like the journal?
Someone has to look after you. You're in trouble, in case you didn't know it.
Yeah, you've been reading my horoscope again, haven't you, Grace?
Just read the journal carefully, Gabriel. Please.
I got it. St. George's books. Oh, Professor Hartridge. I'm glad you called. Did you? Oh, you did. You did. Oh, wait. Slow down. They agree. Really? You think that's them? Well, you're within a wheel. Ogun Bad agree, huh? Well, that does sound like it. Dambala, the snake. That's the wavy pattern at the bottom. Okay. The 1791 slave revolt in Santo Domingo? Well, why would the Veve show up there? Uh-huh. Okay. Look, I'll come over as soon as I can, okay? Relax, Professor. I'm excited too, but you're gonna give yourself a heart attack. Okay, thanks. See ya.
I wish you'd tell me what's going on. I swear you're gonna step into a hole you may never get out of.
Don't look so worried. No one knows what I'm doing. I'm perfectly safe, and I'm getting some great stuff for the book. Besides, there's something about all this. My dreams.
What about your dreams?
Oh, nothing. I'll be careful. I promise.
Times dated June 22nd, 1993. Disgusted with the state of the voodoo murder case, Gabriel turns right to his horoscope. The shadow upon you is no longer reversible.
Wonderful. Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Could you do some research for me?
Sure, what?
Could you research Rada drums for me?
Rada drums? Sure. I don't think we have any books on that topic in the shop, but I'll contact our suppliers. Assuming any of them will extend you any credit.
Tell them it's an emergency.
Uh-huh. I can see where a Rada drum book would be incredibly urgent. Anything else?
I can't think of anything. How do you feel about New Orleans these days?
I'd rather be anywhere else in the world right now.
This guy's really starting to bug me.
No kidding. I have a feeling if he can see us, they can see us.
Wolfgang's letter says,
Dear Gabriel, please read the enclosed journal carefully. It might help you understand your family's special obligations and our current predicament. God be with you, Uncle Wolfgang.
Gabriel reads through the pages Wolfgang marked. He reads of Gunther Ritter's journey to Charleston as a witch hunter, hired by the townsmen to solve a series of ritualistic murders. He reads about Gunther's meeting with the beautiful slave woman, Tetelo, and of Gunther's tormenting urges for her.
Poor bastard.
He reads of their physical union and passion, and of Gunther's investigation into the murders. The victims were all crew members on a certain slaving expedition to Africa, it seems. The second to the last entry describes Gunther's plan to set a trap for the coven committing the murders. He'd found a name on one of the surviving members of the crew, a man now living in the West Indies. Gunther has spread a false rumor that the man is returning to Charleston. He himself will impersonate a sailor and allow himself to fall into the hands of the coven. Naturally, Gunther has arranged for able-bodied assistants to follow and attack the coven before they can do him harm.
Ballsy son of a bitch, wasn't he?
Gabriel turns to the final entry of the journal.
Does this mean anything to you?
Yeah, I read it. So should you.
Gunter Ritter's diary is leather-bound. Its parchment pages are old and fragile. The tracing is of a snake tattoo from Crash's chest. Gabriel could ask Grace to use her paints and put the tattoo on his chest, but he should wait until he's ready to use it. It would probably wash off in the shower. The tracing is of a snake tattoo from Crash's chest.
I've got some things I need to do.
Good luck.
Hey, Hartridge, what's the good word? Hartridge? Ah! Oh, God, not again.
Whatever Hartridge may have learned, he can't share it with Gabriel now. At least not vocally.
He's looked better.
That would be up to the coroner.
I'm not touching that body. There must be something here about what Hartridge found out about that Veve.
This is a crime scene. Gabriel wants to disturb it as little as possible. A wastebasket next to the desk is filled with crumpled paper. There's nothing of interest in the wastebasket.
Damn, this is his notepad, but the top sheet's been taken. Hartridge's notes. This must be about the Veve. Nothing else looks related to my case.
This is a crime scene. Gabriel wants to disturb it as little as possible. Exotic fish lend even more color to the cluttered office. It's Hartridge's file cabinet. The filing cabinet is locked. Gabriel doesn't want to upset the fish.
You want me to talk to a fish?
A round pottery vessel hangs from the ceiling. Gabriel doesn't want to disturb Hartridge's treasures. Gabriel fights the urge to give the globe a spin. An old globe sits atop Hartridge's file cabinet. The shelves behind Hartridge's desk are full of old books. Gabriel's seen enough old books to last a lifetime. The shelves behind Hartridge's desk are full of old books. The visitor's chair looks unsteady and a little low to the ground. Gabriel doesn't feel comfortable sitting around here under the circumstances.
Nothing else looks related to my case.
Gabriel doesn't want to upset the fish.
Thank God Hartridge was a doodler.
Hartridge's notes are scribbled on the notepad paper. Before leaving the university, Gabriel notifies campus security about Hartridge's body. Three nearly identical little girls are playing jump rope outside the station. There's something a little off about them.
Hey there, girls.
The little girls stare at Gabriel, but say nothing to him.
Hey, hey, hey.
Knight, come on in.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
Crash is dead.
What? What are you talking about? I let him go yesterday.
Yeah, and I watched him die yesterday at St. Louis Cathedral.
At the cathedral? I guess he was trying to get a last-minute A-train ticket, huh? Poor bastard.
I think you should go find the body at the morgue. He was killed by the voodoo cult. Crash said...
Crash said? What, he mentioned pink elephants too?
Aren't you going to investigate?
Civilians. Did you actually see someone kill him?
No, actually I was with him when he died. Could have been poison, though.
Yeah, well, when they get the body in, they'll do a quick autopsy, standard procedure. If it's anything other than an overdose, I'll get a report.
There's been another murder. a professor at Tulane.
Oh, Christ. You're not gonna start this again.
Just listen. This guy's name is Hartridge. He was a professor in African Studies at Tulane. Well, yesterday I went to see him about the voodoo murders case. He agreed to do some research for me. He calls me up this morning, tells me he's on to something big, and when I get over there, the guy's dead.
You know, you're really getting your ass in a sling over this thing, Knight.
It's not about me. Look, Hartridge's death looked just like Crash's. I'm telling you, they were both murdered, and by the same people who did the voodoo murders.
Did either Crash or this new guy have their hearts ripped out?
No.
Then there's nothing to link either to the voodoo murders M.O. Besides that, the case is closed, Knight. If the coroner's report asks for a homicide investigation on either of these guys, fine. But it's not going to be related to the voodoo murders case unless we find damn good reason to do so.
But I'm the link to the voodoo murders case. Don't you see?
Look, if I were you, I wouldn't repeat that to anyone. Because if I weren't an old friend of yours, I might take you seriously and lock you up. As it is, maybe you should start keeping your mouth shut and not involve other people with this shit if you think it's so dangerous.
Have you ever heard of a Schottenjäger?
Not since the last time you asked.
I took this tracing from a tattoo on Crash's chest. It's related to the underworld voodoo cult.
Yeah? What makes you think that?
It's what Crash said just before he died.
He was probably hallucinating from the drugs he OD'd on. Probably got that in the Navy or something.
No, I'm sure it's related. It's a snake, see? And if...
Even if it were a signal of some sort, that doesn't prove that the murders were done by a legit voodoo cult.
I have this snake bracelet. It's a replica of one used in secret voodoo ceremonies a few decades ago.
Really? What makes you think so?
I got it from an old Creole lady whose grandmother was an acolyte of Marie Laveau.
Gabriel, we get those little old ladies in here all the time. That bracelet is probably not genuine, and it wouldn't prove anything if it were.
I have this. Take a look at these notes. They're from Professor Hartridge at Tulane University.
Yeah? What about him?
They confirm that the pattern for the murders is of African origin.
This is interesting if it's true. But how do you know he had the right pattern? That doesn't prove anything.
You know those marks you found around the murder victims? This is a reconstruction of the whole pattern.
What makes you think this is an accurate reconstruction?
Well, I borrowed the partial patterns from your police file and did my own tracing of the pattern at Lake Pontchartrain. An architectural artist reconstructed it for me from the partials.
Really? So this is the whole pattern, huh? That's pretty good work, Knight. So that's what Hartridge used, huh? I guess his analysis is on target then. Okay, the murders were committed by a legitimate voodoo cult. You proved your point.
Can I ask you about some stuff?
You're the writer. Ask away.
How can I convince you to reopen the case?
I already told you. You still need to get me a lead on the cult.